welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing this gold eye look. Oh. Focused? Yep. Today I'm going to be doing this gold eye look using the I Heart Revolution Hotdog palette, and this is what it looks like on the inside. Very gold reddish. You can see my camera just in the middle. So yeah, I use these colours and obviously got this gold eye. So it's in a Hotdog packaging, as you can see. It's 3D and really, well, it's not squidgy or anything, but it's silicone-y. I did a look previously using the popcorn palette, and a look before somewhere on my channel using the coffee palette, and I used browns in that one. And I think I got a lot of views and likes in that video, so at the moment that's my most viewed video, the coffee palette. So if you want, you can go and have a look at that palette too. So if you want to see how I got this look, then please just keep watching. So I've just nipped off camera and this is what this eye is looking like. So I'm just going to do the same on the other eye. I'm going to zoom in so you can see what I'm doing a bit better. There we go. So I'm going to go in with the shade Barbecue, top right hand corner, and I'm just going to dab that around the edges of my eye. But keep the eye open. And once you've done that, just kind of fill in the empty spaces on the lid. And maybe build up the colour a little bit actually. And then next I'm going to go in with just an Anastasia Beverly Hills brush and use the fluffy end just to blend that out so that it's not so dark around the edges. Just like that. And then I'm going to go into the shade next to it called Sauce, right there. And I'm using a GS9 brush, and I'm just going to put that shade, mix that shade halfway onto that brown and halfway onto the lid, and bringing it up. You can bring it to the waterline, not the, what am I saying? And you can bring it into the inner corner as well. Don't worry if you feel like you're losing too much of the brown, because we're going to go in with that again afterwards. After that, I'm going to go in with the shade below Barbecue called Mustard. And this is a mustard colour, surprisingly. And I'm just going to blend that into Sauce a little bit, and then above Sauce as well. And then into the inner corner a little bit as well. I'm also using a GS6 brush. It's starting to look a little bit more gradiented. And then I'm going to go back in with the GS6 brush and back in with a little bit of Sauce above the brown again. And underneath Mustard. Now we're just working backwards to where we started. We're just going to re-intensify Barbecue on the outer edges there. This brush kind of creates a harsh line, so I'm just going to go back in the Sauce and blend that out again. Kind of like that. Then I'm just going to go in with a blank brush and kind of just go around the whole eye, just blend in the whole lines. Should have done this properly with this one. They're different shades. So like that. And then I'm just going to do a cut crease and then I'll be right back. So I've just cut the crease and I accidentally put more brown on the outer corner, but that's just what you have to do. Just pop some brown on the outer corner just to blend it with the cut crease. I accidentally made this one higher like I always do, so I had to fix this one a little bit. It's not perfect, but it'll do. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into the shade Oh My Dog at the bottom there, which is a lovely gold. And I'm just going to pack it on to my flexi brush from Makeup Revolution. And I'm going to take that on the outer corners of my eye and just pack it onto that concealer like so. This gold is gorgeous. I think it's actually got blue flecks in it a little bit as well. I'm really loving Makeup Revolution or Revolution foiled eyeshadows at the moment. Look at that. Although I did just figure out that I've run out of my cut crease canvas, so I'm going to have to order more. With money I don't have. So this shade's a little bit fallouty, so you might want to just do your eyes first. So you take it about 3/4 of the way in. And then I'm going to go in with the shade Banger, which is next to Mustard, and this is a lighter gold. And just on the same brush, I'm just going to pop that on the inner half of my eye, next to Oh My Dog. And this one's quite fallouty as well. This one's already gone in my eye. It really helps to look down on your mirror. Unfortunately, this shade Banger is the lightest shade in the palette, so I might have to use my highlight today to do my inner corner highlight. And then just kind of tap it on top of that line where you can see the end of Oh My Dog, just to create that effect where it just blends in with the other shadow instead of just that harsh line where one ends and the other one starts. This is what it's looking like so far. So now, to be honest, I'm just going to keep doing this until it appeals to me. There's not a big difference in colour between the two of the shadows. But one is more yellow and one is more white. To be honest, I think that'll do. Looks really nice, if I do say so myself. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my pack of brush or dome brush, whatever, from Primark, and I'm going to go back into Barbecue, that brush shade that we applied, and just kind of tap it on the outer edges of that gold. Like that. That has created a massive line. Then I'm going to go back in with Oh My Dog, kind of pack it on top. How did I do it on the other eye? You know what? I'm going to go for a different brush, and I'm going to go for the JS6, nope, 9. I'm just going to lightly fluff that on top of the gold. It's working a bit better, to be honest, hopefully. now I'm going to go in with, oh, my stomach's running low. I'm going to go in with a JS13 brush, which is just a small doty little thing. And I'm going to go into the shade Sauce, that shade. And I'm just going to tap it on top of Barbecue and kind of bring it on top of the cut crease so that we don't lose that we don't lose that transition between the two shadows. And plus it like highlights the cut crease a bit more. Just kind of blend it into Barbecue as well, a little bit. And then you can add a little bit of mustard. Just kind of fiddle around until you're happy. That's what it's looking like at the moment. Kind of prefer this eye over this eye. The cut crease isn't too defined on that eye. Now I'm just going to go in with a fluffy blank brush from Primark again and just kind of blend them out. Don't like the shape of this eye. Eyeshadow. Anyway, I think that's that done. So I'm gonna, actually, it's bugging me rotten, just put a bit more brown on this eye. Oh no. Please don't follow this tutorial. It's awful. But anyway, I think that's a little bit better. So this is what it looks like on the lid, obviously. So I'm just gonna go off camera now and put some foundation on, and then I'll be right back. So that's me just done all my makeup off camera, and as you can see, I decided to do my under eye, so this is what the final look looks like. So just your average gold neutral eye. And while I was doing my makeup off camera, I figured that if you don't want this palette, or you want to achieve this look for some odd reason, I don't know, like if you wanted to follow this look, if you have the Aha Honey palette, I think you could get really similar colours from this palette, because all the golds that I used today and all the browns, well, yeah, you could get in this palette. So it's pretty much the exact same. So if you don't, I mean, I know this one's dearer, and if you don't live in America, it's really hard to get hold of. But if you had this palette and don't like the look of the Hotdog one, or you don't like Revolution formula, then you can always reach for this palette and get the exact same look. So just letting you know. But all in all, I think that the Hotdog palette, oh, yeah, it worked really well. I like the look I created today. It's got really pretty colours in the palette. So it's got brown, it's got lots of neutrals, lots of reds, it's got a pop of blue at the bottom there. It's got lots of golds, which I like. I'm really into golds. It's even got a really nice brownish gold there called Relish. So could use that sometime again. But yeah, that's the look I created today using the Hotdog palette from Revolution, or I Heart Revolution. So I've already done a look using the popcorn palette and a look using the coffee palette, and I'd like to think each one was different, and I think, yeah, I used purple last time. So hopefully you liked the video. Please subscribe down below, click the click the thumbs up button, and yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you. Bye.